Today on the compliance tip of the day, we look at the business rationale in the third-party risk management process. Compliance tip of the day. This is the podcast where we bring you daily insights and practical advice on navigating the ever-evolving landscape of compliance requirements. Whether you're a seasoned compliance professional or just starting your journey, my aim in this podcast is to provide you with a bite-sized, actionable tip to help you stay on top of your compliance game. And now I'd like to say a few words about the latest podcast on the Compliance Podcast Network, AI Today in 5 with 5. Thrilled to announce the inaugural episode of my latest podcast series, AI Today in 5. I wanted to do a short, curated set of stories and news stories about AI for the compliance professional and the greater business professional. You can check it out on Megaphone, the Compliance Podcast Network, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Apple, or wherever great podcasts are listened to. Check out AI Today in 5. What is your business rationale for doing work with a new third party? Why is it critical that the business unit who wants to do business with a third party complete that rationale? All of this today on Compliance Tip of the Day. The 2024 ECCP stated, prosecutors should also assess whether the company knows the business rationale for needing the third party in the transactions and the risks posed by third-party partners, including third-party partners' reputations and relationships, if any, with foreign officials. This standard articulates one of the most basic tools to operationalize your compliance program and should form the basis of your third-party risk management process. Indeed, this is viewed as an internal control, with the 2024 ECCP going on to pose the following question. How does the company ensure there is an appropriate business rationale for the use of third parties? It is common sense that you should have a business rationale to hire or use a third party. If that third party is in the sales chain of your international business units, it is important to understand why you need to have the specific third party representing your company. The concept was enshrined in the 2020 FCPA Resource Guide 2nd edition, which said companies should have an understanding of the business rationale for including the third party in the transaction. Among other things, the company should understand the role of and need for the third party and ensure the contract terms specifically describe the services to be performed. But the business rationale also provides your company with the opportunity to help drive compliance literally into the fabric of your everyday operations. This is done by requiring the employee who prepares the business rationale to be the relationship manager of that third party. The relationship manager can provide the most direct means of communication to the third party and can be the point of contact for compliance issues. This relationship manager should articulate a commercial reason to initiate or continue work with a third party, the need to determine how this third party will fit into your company's value chain and whether they will become a strategic partner or they'll be involved in one-off only transactions. What should go into your business rationale? At the most basic level, you should craft a document which works both for you as the compliance professional and your business team in your company. That details some of the basic concepts, including the following: name and contact information of the third party, how the relationship manager came to know the third party, is there a red flag involved, what services does the third party or will they provide for your company, and how long have they been doing it, an explanation of why this specific third party is critical for your company going forward and not some other. Remember, the purpose of the business rationale is to document the satisfactoriness of the business case to retain or use a third party. The business rationale should be included in the compliance review file assembled on every third party at the time of the initial certification, and again, if the third party relationship is renewed. This means document, document, document. So what are today's 3 key takeaways? Number 1, you should always have a business reason for using a third party, which is articulated by a business person and not the compliance professional. 2, a relationship manager is key. And 3, always document, document, document. And I'm happy to do for you the compliance profession is if you have a question or a series of questions you would like some compliance tips on, I'm happy to take any requests that you might want, certainly anonymize them, and give you a quick tip, either one quick tip or maybe a week's worth of quick tips. So if you have any tips you want about your compliance program, you can shoot me an email at tfox@tfoxlaw.com. This podcast was created and produced